Good morning and welcome in. This is the Connect Show from Expansive Wauwatosa. My name is Mitch Nellis, aka Thunder, and we are in brand new digs here at the Expansive. We're going to hear all about it. I'm here today with Tracy and Kim, as always. Tracy Champagne, Kim Knock. They're going to tell you a little bit about themselves. We've got a great guest lined up today. So excited to be in a new space here at Expansive Wauwatosa. Tracy, how you doing today?
Good. At first I thought you were going to say "Good morning, Vietnam."
Oh, that would have worked.
It sounded like you were going to.
I'm here. We're here to rock it from the Delta to the DMZ. Is that me, or does that sound like an Elvis Presley movie? Maybe I did. All right, I could do the whole monologue from Good Morning Vietnam, but love that Robin Williams.
So welcome everybody to the Connect Show. This is where we share our stories and all sorts of things from small business owners, and we help our small business owners out. This is season 3, episode 20, and we are all about connecting. My name is Tracy Champagne. I have a business called Small Business Milwaukee. We do all sorts of digital marketing for people. And I'm joined by my co-host, Kim Knock.
Hello. My little thing isn't working, so I'm just... Doesn't like me today, John Taylor.
Where's your vape pen?
I
Usually
know.
You have your vape pen.
He changed it on me.
Yep.
He changed it on me. All right. You know, just pause. We're on live. It's fine.
No big deal.
Control Alt Delete.
Yeah. When we came in, we said good morning. But remember, if you're watching this, when it's been recorded, it might be your morning, it might be your evening, it might be your nighttime. So welcome to all of you, and thank you all for watching The Connection.
I know, that's right. Okay, so we're good. I am Kim Knock. I have a small business, Opportunities Knocking. I do digital marketing. I do event planning. I do a lot of crazy, fun things.
Do you plan a parade?
I do for the city of St. Francis. I plan
Do you work with food trucks?
I work with a ton of food trucks. I have a food truck directory. I have a lot of fun stuff.
That sounds
a lot of fun stuff. I keep myself busy.
Tracy, I'm going to pick on you next week.
Okay.
Busy.
I'll be prepared. What about you, Mitch? Who are you?
Oh, I'm Mitch. I am the small business owner of Thunder MKE LLC. My nickname when I was on the radio was Thunder. I help people make noise. So whether I'm doing my own auctioneering and emceeing, or whether I'm helping people with their podcasting or their storytelling, or I'm helping other small businesses grow. If you're looking, by the way, I'm going to go off script for a second. If you're looking for some high-end bourbon-infused cookies for corporate gifting, yep, I can help you with that. And I also know some people who are doing some turnkey audience video. So where they give you the whiteboard and you take off with it. Those are just a couple of the types of businesses that I'm representing these days.
Pretty fun.
Yeah.
You're a pretty quiet guy, so
yeah, I can't stand networking. I can't stand talking to people. I'm very shy. Yeah, but although I will say, I tell people this: I think I am the extrovert who loves doing things by himself the most in the world. Like I'll go out to dinner by myself. I'll go to a movie by myself. I think it's probably because I'm an only child, so I'm just used to that. But I also love, obviously, being in a room and holding a microphone in front of 18,000 people. I'll do that too. So WWE, if you need somebody for the Royal Rumble this weekend, I'm your guy. Give me a mic. I'm ready.
We have some excitement in studio about Royal Rumble.
There is. Weekend. Yeah, John and I were talking about that earlier. Well, anytime The Rock might come back, it's like, that's a big deal.
Right. So, as always, we want to thank our sponsors and our partners, the Expansive Workplace, Connect Media Live, helping businesses with social media, video, and web development. If you'd like to convert 1-to-1 and move to 1-to-many, contact Connect Media Live, and we can help you. The team of us can help you get your business. Perhaps you want a show like this.
Absolutely.
I mean, we can totally do a show like this for somebody else.
How fun is that, right?
Yeah. And we can provide hosts if you want, or you can do your own hosting, but we can
help you get your guests. We can do all the videos editing, the social media posts, all the things.
All the things.
I love all the
Create
things.
you a beautiful website, all the things. And of course, we have to thank our hosting sponsor, Expansive Workspace.
We got windows.
We have windows.
You know you're moving up in the world when you get windows.
You can see
we literally moved up.
Yeah,
literally
we did. Yeah.
You can see the Tosa
windows.
water tower back there. Some awesome restaurants that live in this little space. We love Expansive. We love.
In the spring, we have to put those window clings on the windows of like Easter bunnies and,
Oh,
and
that's
carrots
Oh,
and
for
just-
things.
sure. Yeah. Keep it holiday
Sure,
specific.
Oh,
that's.
nope.
I'm-
I got a
I'm-
thumbs down on
Yeah,
that.
I'm not feeling that either. I'm not feeling that either.
I was going to say like opening day week for the Brewers. We got to have like.
Oh,
Yes.
sure. Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
There,
Clears,
that
decals.
one's okay.
We go
That one's
sports.
okay.
Everyone's
Right,
in.
right, yeah,
We go
exactly.
sports,
Yeah,
right?
So true.
And as always, we're thankful for everybody to come watch the Connect Show. If you have a topic you think we should be discussing, or if you would like to be on the show, please email us at theideas@theconnectshow.com.
We're booking them out. We're booking them out.
Yeah.
Today, we're really excited to welcome our guest, Ben Palmer.
Woo, woo.
We're going to talk marketing, connections, networking. Oh my,
All the local
good
things today.
Things.
Yes.
Local,
All
local.
Ben
the
is
local
all
things
local.
with a focus on storytelling. And I don't want to bury the lead, but Ben loves telling people stories, helping
Mhm.
people tell their stories. He also loves listening to people's stories. And I think that's one of the key things when we talk about our storytellers, whether it's podcasting or video or whatever it is. So many people want to be a storyteller. And that's great. We need our storytellers. But we also need people who are listening to our stories and then helping us present them to the public. And Ben is an amazing listener.
Absolutely.
I've seen him in action.
Are you going to blush? He's blushing right now. Yes.
So the
Mission accomplished.
Right?
The Connect Show is better when it's interactive, so please add your comments in the chat. We are live on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook, so whichever channels you're the most comfortable in, go visit us there and leave some comments in the chat throughout the whole show. We will see them, and our producer over there, John, will put them up, and we will see them and address them.
That's
That's
John.
why we have the
That's John the
computer here.
extraordinary to you.
Yeah.
We have the computer here to see it, and we're
Yep.
going to comment along with you. Look at
You guys
John's
look
got
good.
Comments
Yeah.
in the chat. But I know this lighting is kind of working for us today. I'm liking the new space.
Mhm, mhm.
For sure.
I have to thank our guests from last week, Lisa Gregg and Greg Dobbs, water and beef jerky.
That was so great. I actually went to a store and got more beef jerky, and then I got these air fried vegetable chips that I've been
What?
obsessed with.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
It's
I have
so
to go.
good.
I have to go meet with him. My schedule's been a little nuts, but I'm really excited to go there and meet with him. And
Yeah,
I
need to
I'm
get
getting
there.
the
I
full
got my
beef
kids some
jerky
dill
experience.
pickle jerky. Dill
No.
pickle jerky.
OMG. One of my friends who I used to be on the radio with is obsessed with pickles. He's like, he loves pickles. So anytime you see anything pickle flavored anywhere,
Mhm.
I always text him a picture.
yep.
We tweet it or whatever. But I've never seen dill pickle jerky. So
I
that
know.
is now on the
I
list.
know. That
Armin, you're getting some dill pickle jerky, buddy.
Beef jerky experience has
Wow.
it for you.
I
is-
love
And Franklin.
yes.
I love beef jerky. I wrote this late last week because last week I wasn't here, and I wrote it to you guys late. So I don't know if you saw it about alligator jerky. I don't know if he
They
does.
have that
They,
one.
okay,
Yeah, he's
because
got it there.
I think I've sampled it at State Fair Park.
Mm.
But if he has it, I'm in
And
for
kangaroo, I think he's got that.
Oh.
Like all
It's got
the
salmon
weird.
jerky.
it. Yeah,
all
salmon's.
kinds of
sa-
stuff.
Trader Joe's used to have a nice salmon jerky, and they
Mm.
got rid of it. They have turkey and they have beef and that stuff. But my wife doesn't eat meat, so the salmon jerky might be
And when you
Yeah.
go there, you literally get to taste all the jerkies.
really.
Yeah,
Ah,
it's like this tour up and down the rows,
I'm
and
so
and it's
excited.
like 30 different kinds of jerky.
it's amazing.
Like you don't.
I'm
even,
in. I'm in for this. Greg, here
it's
I
a pretty
come.
great
And hopefully
experience.
he's going to partner with Lisa because after all the jerky, you need some water.
That's
yes.
true. That's true.
So
And Lisa, who I've never met Lisa. Lisa lives like 4 blocks away from me.
Yeah.
Like she lives literally across the street from the Whitefish Bay Library. I'm there all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So stop banging the table, John. John's banging the table over
it
there.
might be me.
No, it was me. It was definitely me.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, for sure. All right. Keep my
All
hands
right.
up here.
Well, Mitch, do you want to give us a little info on our guests?
I
today?
sure do. So Ben Palmer's here. And like I said, Ben loves storytelling and he loves story listening. I think that should be like a superpower that people have. Story listening. I want to get that into like people's minds because again, like I said, storytelling is a thing. We all know about storytelling. Some of us are really good at it. Some of us aren't so good at it.
Mhm.
But story listening is really a skill that we all can get better at. And Ben is one of those people who could teach us
Mhm.
about how listening transforms into then being able to share people's stories. So Ben is the founder of Think Local. He focuses on a lot of local marketing solutions for local companies. He does a lot of digital, but he does also can do print. He can do online. He can do. He again wants to hear your story, how he can get involved and how he can help get your message out to more and more people. He does that also through networking. He does that, and he has a background. I thought this was interesting in organizational management. So like I'm a marketing guy and I'm a journalism guy and I'm a storyteller, but I have no organizational anything. Like and so like Ben is who I kind of strive to be.
You pull it all together, then.
Right? Because he takes all that stuff and then he has the organizational marketing management background as well. He has a master's from and he taught some courses at the University of Phoenix. His undergrad was from UW Whitewater. He should be wearing purple today, but he's not. That's okay. But so he does this storytelling, he does this marketing with a background in finance and in operations as well. So, and then he's probably going to tell us a little bit about his day job as well, where he works in logistics. And so he's working, he's working for himself. He's working in the community. And so I'm excited to hear all the different, he's always got a bunch of stuff going on. So really excited to hear from Ben today.
Yeah.
I know when I had a meeting with Ben, and we'll probably talk about it later, he was very able to ask the right questions to get you, because people can't always tell their story easily.
No,
it's not always easy to talk about yourself.
Well, either you're uncomfortable about it or you're not well versed in what to say.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So he was really good about that. So we're excited to have him.
Yeah, for sure.
And we are all volunteers here at the Connect Show. If you would like
you're
to
checked
get
in clear this month?
What's
No.
that?
You're checked in clear this month?
No, it keeps bouncing.
Huh, interesting.
I don't know how.
No.
You stole all my money.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
You took it all.
It all got put in my account. No,
Yeah.
You're right. We are all volunteers, and we love being a part of it.
Yeah.
Like it's great community. We love being part of what we're building and growing.
I mean, it's super, super fun to sit here and be on camera and meet all the new guests and have everybody else experience the same thing that we're experiencing and get people's story out into the community.
Yeah. And I'm guaranteed an hour a week with some amazing people. So that's always fun too.
Oh, she's just so mushy.
When do they get here? I mean, you're here, but
Oops.
John, you breaking stuff over there in the new studio already? All right.
We have to thank everyone that's involved. Even those of you that talk to us in the chat, you're a part of the community. So we're in this together. Bring it on. Bring on those comments in the chat. Let's talk with Ben and ask him some great questions. And you can ask Tracy and I, of course. And you can ask Mitch until he's kicked off. But it sounds like
I'm not
we're going to
kicked
hear
off.
from.
I'm replaced. Yeah. But I think we're going to give John a little spotlight. Right?
I think.
Do you like how I wrote in the script? By the way, this is inside baseball. I wrote in the script. So now sometimes we play a volunteer video. Sometimes it's John. So I wrote, now let's hear from one of our volunteers or John or somebody. I don't know.
Hey,
let's
I just spilled
let's hear
coffee.
I spilled coffee all over my
I have like
computer.
no coffee in my cup. I have like
What the
one sip left.
bananas?
Oh my gosh.
What the
We need paper towels here.
It's okay. It's okay.
At least it's one.
Well, John.
All right.
I think it's on you, buddy.
I guess it is. So I guess I get to speak and share a little bit about what's going on. So we have an event coming up, and I want to put a little thing up there on the screen for us. And if you are interested in getting inspired, rejuvenating your body, and getting ready for the new year, we have an event called the Mind Body Abundance event, and it's here at Expansive. It's going to be, there's 30 vendors and speakers that are going to be available, and it's February 4th at 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So there's a QR code where you can get tickets, and it's right in front of my face. Let me move over. There we go. So use that QR code. There we go. That's really hard to do. It's harder than you think. Use this. That's the place to get tickets. I'd love to see you there. And what do we got for quote of the day?
Quote of the day. This is a great one. And we see a lot of this because we do a lot of local, a small business Milwaukee in our businesses. Here it is. You can't buy happiness, but you can buy local, and that's kind of the same. We have no idea who said it. I've seen it a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
I like this one a lot too.
I do too.
It is. It's kind of the same.
You
It
can
is kind
buy
of the same.
local. You
Yeah.
can think local.
Yeah.
You can be local.
You can support your friends. You can support people who you are volunteer for the same causes. Whether whatever it might be, supporting the people who live in your community is a big deal.
Absolutely.
So let's get on to our question of the day. When is the last thing you specifically went to a local shop to buy a product? Did you go out of your way? Did you spend a little bit more? What can you think of that you guys?
So I'll kick it off first.
About local.
So we had a pharmacy in Whitefish Bay called Fitzgerald's. We all called it Fitzies. Back in the 50s and 60s, it had a soda, it had a soda bar and all that sort of stuff. And it closed, I think, right before pandemic or right as pandemic was starting. I think they were planning on retiring or closing anyway. So they closed, and we had, that's where we had gone, and we switched our stuff, I think, to Walgreens and to CVS, and we were trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
Well, Hayat Pharmacy, which is a locally owned pharmacy chain. There's a bunch of them around Milwaukee. They bought the name and reopened Fitzy's Pharmacy.
Oh,
and
wow.
so they have Purple Door ice cream for the kids and candy.
Oh, that's amazing.
And so we moved, like literally the day they opened, we moved all our prescriptions back there. And I was there last week and I was buying something and I noticed it was probably like a couple bucks more than if I went to Walgreens.
Yeah.
But I was like, this is who I support. This is what, I felt good about making that decision. And it's, and I've gotten, they've only been open a couple months. I've already gotten to know the pharmacist. I know the guy behind the ice cream bar because even though my daughters get ice cream, sometimes I get ice cream too. But I will go out of my way to go to Fitzy's in Whitefish Bay instead of Walgreens or CVS. And, I'm sure our local people who work at Walgreens and CVS, like, I hope they're doing well. And all the local workers who work for big boxes or corporations, I will always support them because they still live in our community. They're still, but when it comes to a locally owned business, I love getting to know them. They know, I walk in and they know who I am. And actually I walked into, and this is kind of the opposite, but kind of similar because it's franchise owned. My local Dunkin' Donuts, which I know Dunkin' Donuts is a big corporation and they are based from my hometown in Boston, but it's franchise owned. And when I walk in, they're like, they know I have my coffee waiting for me. And it's like, hey, Mitch, how you doing? And it's like, it's just a good feeling.
Yeah. There is like two different feels of local. There's like, it could be a chain, but it's in your community and know those people.
Right. All the same people have been working there for years.
Their job of being employed there.
Yeah.
One of their employees passed away like a year ago. And like I was at, they did a little memorial at the store. And it was a guy who I'd actually been kind of close to. Right, so it was like we went and it was nice. Yeah. People showed up.
And I think even if it is a corporate and okay, I might go to this Dunkin' Donuts or I might go to the little coffee shop and I'm having a ton of like little coffee shops open up around me. And that those large corporations, if they're still doing okay, they're getting corporate financial backing. So they can always afford the payroll for their employees, where the other ones might not be able to afford the payroll if they're not getting.
And remember, I still go to Altera or Collectivo. I still call it Altera. I can't. I still go to Stone Creek. I still go to Fiddleheads. I support the local chains and local coffee shops as well. Yeah. That's just because I drink a ton of coffee. Shocking, right?
Right.
That's where you get your energy.
Right, exactly. I have a lot of natural energy, but then I supplement it with a lot of coffee. No
I think for me, I do the most that I can to support local. Like I try not to eat at a lot of chain restaurants. And I specifically support the ones that are in my small city of St. Francis a lot. Yeah, and I support them with the things that I do with the city as well as financially with my business. Yeah, but there are times you have to go to Walmart or whatever else. And I'm okay with that too. Yeah. I'm okay doing both, but I feel like I strive more to support local than I don't.
Yeah. So that's right. Do you guys know Cafe Corazon?
Yes.
It's a Mexican restaurant.
I've heard of it, but I haven't been there.
So they originally opened in River West. We lived a block away when they opened. So we were there opening night. Then they opened one in Bayview. They were open in Mequon for a little while at their public market. That closed because they just opened a new location. We went last night in Brown Deer and it was delicious. So it was just like another example of, we were like, we wanted Mexican. Where are we going? Oh, that's right. Corazon. It's local.
Yeah, exactly. It's still a chain, but it's local.
Yeah. So. And we're doing a networking tonight event at a local restaurant, Los Mariachis. And the last time I bought local was last week at the jerky place.
Nice.
Jerky. Yeah. But I also wanted to mention supporting there's a restaurant that I know of called Lazy Susan who's been in St. Francis for 10 years or 8 years.
She's in Bayview.
Or Bayview. And she's closing her doors.
Closing, right.
Yeah. So get out there and support them.
But they're still open for a couple months, aren't they?
Still open for a little bit.
Yeah. I saw that announcement. Now, I remember that was another place where my wife and I think we took her parents there. They'd just been open for a couple months. So this is 10 years ago.
Oh yeah.
I think I've been there once in between. But I always had nice feelings. You know, it always felt good, and the food was good, and so hopefully she's, you know, things are okay there.
Yeah, everything's going good. I think she said that she was going to give it a 10-year run, and it's at the end of her 10-year run. So
she does amazing things for the community too.
I'm curious on what she's going to do next.
She's a St. Francis resident, and she does like lunches for the teachers for Teacher Appreciation Day. She completely caters the whole thing. She's a wonderful person. So yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So make it out there.
We're all supporting local. It sounds
absolutely. For sure.
Yeah, my button's broken again.
Oh, jeez.
That's okay. Keep talking about
where's
local.
Where's your vape pen?
I know. It was taken away from me. So, Jon, he's back behind the scenes, as you guys saw. Do we have any questions or anything in the
Nothing
chat?
in the comments.
Come on, guys. Chat along with us. We see you're watching.
Feel free to, and feel free in the chat to shout out a local place that you've gone to in the past month or past couple of months that you like to support, because we mentioned, you know, we named drop some businesses that we have no connection to. We're not getting paid for them.
Right.
But we would love to hear, you know, kind of what your connections are as well.
Yeah. Maybe Jon can tell us some of his favorite local places as we work on bringing our first guest up for today.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Oh boy, I get a little time here, huh? Tell you about that. So my favorite local place, I love the local restaurants here around Expansive. I know I'm kind of an Expansive homer, but we have the Mex Avenue. Is it called Tex-Mex or Mex Avenue? Tex-Mex. So it's a new Mexican restaurant right over here, and it's Taco Tuesday. So you know where the whole gang will be at noon. We'll be having Taco Tuesday for the super duper deal, and they have burritos, so it's always good. They have fruit punch too, double, triple bonus. Golden Nest is one of my favorite places. It's the best breakfast place in the state of Wisconsin, and I come from Florida, where Florida is like the breakfast joint. Like if you've ever been there, they got them strip mall shopping breakfast places. So this is as good or better than a Florida joint. And they got some pretty amazing Eggs Benedict. There seems to be some controversy that I'm stirring up. This might be more controversial than the winner of the Royal Rumble that we've been talking about this week, but we will get to that later. Pizza Man is another been here forever establishment. A group came in, bought the name after it burned down, and then they opened them up all over the city. And the one over here is amazing.
I got to jump in real quick. So I love Pizza Man. I do miss the original because you can't replace a 100-year pizza oven.
Right.
But Pizza Man is delicious.
It is. Yeah. It's pretty amazing. We just had a Supreme there the other day. And I think when I think local, I think when you think when I think, how I did that. I've been on camera before. Food is what I think of when I think local, because I like to eat at the local restaurants, get to know the people. What's her name over there? Angie at Tex-Mex? Okay, yeah. Yeah, we don't know. There's somebody who owns it who we know very well, and we get to know her name, and that was my point that we were going to do. That didn't work out so good. So, moving on. Back to you, Kim and Tracy.
Thanks, John. All right,
we're going to welcome
here.
Ben Palmer. Ben
Hello.
is driven to support entrepreneurs and their dreams. Yeah, I'm at the wrong camera. He continues to develop solutions to introduce business owners and your ideas to more people. Ben lives with the mindset. Ben lives with the with the mindset that if people know people, they will support them. And he truly wants to get to know people so he can help introduce more people to them.
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
That's it.
Welcome to the show, Ben.
It's good to be here. Thanks.
We're going to refer to the audience question. When is the last time you went out of your way to shop local?
I think we do it all the time for restaurants and places to eat. It's, let's go meet a place. Let's go get to know the people behind it. We love supporting local, and you find that there's a person behind it. There's dreams, and it's not just a job. It's somebody that started this, and how did it come to be? And for us to be able to learn those things and to be able to introduce it to other people, that's the fun of it. It's like this is somebody's creation and their passion of like, I love making food. And as we learn those stories, there's more to it.
Yeah.
There's always, and it's like, you're really drawn to those places the more you know about them.
It's so fun to hear, like, as you get to know the restaurant owners, there are some in my community I know very, very well, and to hear how they started. And sometimes it's their grandparents' recipes, and it brought inspiration to them to start something and bring it to fruition.
It's always driven by passion.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like, they're not there because they have to. They're there because they love to, and it's the hard road to start a business and to build a successful business. And that's what's nice of going, how can we come alongside and help them be more successful with achieving their dreams?
I don't know too many restaurant owners that say, I'm gonna open up a restaurant and I'm gonna be rich. Like that is not,
it's hard work.
That is not happening. You open up a restaurant because I want to give good food to good people.
Yeah.
You know, that's what that's the reason they're doing it.
They love serving. They work harder than anybody. They got into accidentally management of people. Learning that, but
learning that on accident. Yeah.
You know, but then finding passion in that and being able to create a good job and that environment and that culture, and where all the employees become family. And that's what you find in family small businesses, and it's really special, you know. And I think there's a lot of people that it's like they don't know that extent of it, and that's where we're like, you got to learn the backstory, you got to learn the history. There's so much to it.
There's a few more that now that we're talking about it that I'm thinking of too. Like in the spring, so this isn't recent, but in the spring every year I visit one specific garden center that is not chain at all, and they're small. They're mostly organic, but they work really hard to keep their little spot open, and I'll try to go to them before I will to a chain place and buy my plants that are going to die.
Right.
I think that's one of the things we try to tell people: support local. Try to buy local first, and if you're looking to purchase something, is there somebody out there with a small business that you can make a buying decision from and get to know them and use that as your, call it, pool of possibilities of where you're going to go to dinner. Just choose from all these great local options.
And it definitely costs a little more, but I'm okay with that.
Things are changing, you know, like you go into some of the chains and you go to get food, and it's surprising at how expensive things have become. And then you look at I think that it used to be the cheap option for fast food options. And now you look at, I went to get a sub the other day and was surprised at how expensive subs have gotten. But you look at what you can get from a small business, that's almost comparable to a sit down.
Yeah, right.
And the fact that you can, you know, build a relationship with the server, ask some of the backstory, what's your favorite, you know, and really get to know the people. It is comparable purchases. So look at the options, evaluate it, and go, where do I want to put my money? And if something's 8% higher, but you can make an impact that's going to filter down into the community and support somebody's dreams, we're like, do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. Don't think about it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Like so why do you focus on a lot of story writing?
Story identifies people's differentiator. A lot of times people have similar products, but what differentiates them is them, the individual. And we're like, we want to promote the people and their ideas. And and that's where it's like, we really want to make that the differentiator. Come alongside our dreams and go, support my dreams. And it's like, we have to in turn support others along the way.
And I'm sure it's inspirational to others too. Like, well, I heard that story. I have a similar story. Maybe I can do this too.
Yeah, I've seen him in action. He literally will take the business owner and he'll ask them a bunch of questions in front of a camera and record the whole story and then put it on your Think Local app, right?
We've got lots of options, and we're encouraging people. Like, I guess right here, this is our let's get to know you.
It's like a little coloring sheet for
in our format.
You cannot be intimidated by that.
It keeps it fun, but we really find that with a couple simple questions, we really get a peek into their life. You know, how did the business start? What's the backstory behind it? You find that you're an accountant for 14 years and then you started a restaurant, or you did this, and it's like, that's
How did
an
that
incredible
happen?
story. And it's like, we want to know those stories. So one, people can support your business and get to know you. Two, be inspired by those and go, what
It could be that very story that causes you to go visit that establishment just based on that story, because you have this connection you feel when you're hearing it.
We're always like, people have dreams and we want to support them. And if we know their story, we can cast it out. And you guys do an incredible job of that. The Connect show, being able to just give people more exposure and reach, and that's the goal of it. And
Absolutely.
how do we all work together to go, great businesses, we want you to be successful.
Absolutely.
Future entrepreneurs, how can we help you? How can we help you take your idea and make it a reality? There's so many people around that just have a huge heart to help.
You know what was absolutely amazing? A guest that we had on a few weeks ago prior to Christmas. She's a jeweler, Julie Turner. And she, after the show, I saw her at a networking event, and she said, you know, Kim, she's like, I had multiple people come into my shop because they saw me on the show and they wanted to buy jewelry from me for the holidays rather than go to like a chain.
And there's lots of jewelers, but that personal connection made the differentiators to go, I want to buy from you.
Right.
I want to support your business, and I know that you'll take great care of me.
Yeah.
So
this might be like picking a favorite child, but what's your favorite part of the job?
I thought you were going to say his favorite local.
No. I won't make you do that. I promise.
It's always been, I always say, I love entrepreneurship. Yeah. I love ideas. I want people to be able to pave their road. Like, what ideas do you have in your head, and how can we help create those? So for me, it is capturing the story, capturing the history of why you do what you do, what makes you tick. And that is my favorite part about the job. Just tell me, like, just tell me tell me your passion. And it's like, if I know why you work so hard, I'm going to come right next to you and try to help you.
Yeah.
So
if there's a small business out here watching us today or on the replay, if they're curious about learning more about what you do, what does the process look like when they contact you?
Well, go to thinklocalwi.com. Go sign up to do a Let's Get to Know You story. We do these complimentary. So for all local businesses, we want to share your story. Just get in touch with us. We've got team members that can write those stories. We'll share them on our website, social. It's no cost to get additional exposure. So that's where we want everybody to start. And then beyond that, it's kind of, where do you need help? You know, do you need help with web marketing, print, more exposure, resources? Like, how can we help you get out there? But by all means, take advantage of the free, the free,
absolutely.
The free story.
Marketing is marketing, man.
Yeah.
Right. And we're always encouraging any spot that you can get your name out there, take advantage of it.
How did you come up with the name Think Local?
That's been years. We originally started as .10 creative marketing. It was that 9-dot theory, the 10th dot. It's outside the box. We wanted to come up with low cost, creative ways for businesses to market. Think local was just something that always resonated in our heart. If people would just think local, community, and you look at it, it's our small circles that make a big difference. And how can we do that? And you look at who is the underserved, and it was the small business owner, and how can we help them have an advantage over? So it's like, we've created a directory of exclusively small businesses. So it's pushing out the big box to say, you're not on the same playing field. We want to feature just the locally owned and operated businesses because they need more attention. And so that's where it's like, I love helping the underdog and going, you're up against a challenge. How can I help you? And
I think the more exposure we can give these businesses, the better, because the more we're telling people, think local, be local, rely local. We're going to have another guest soon. This is the more exposure, the more local I think people can start to think, because not everyone really thinks like that. A lot of entrepreneurs already have that mindset. Like, I'm going to support another entrepreneur, but not everyone thinks like that. And I think this exposure really helps.
Sometimes we forget to think
Yeah.
local. We fall
forget to
out
think,
of
period.
fall out of habit,
Yeah.
and just go, and then we take the easy road.
Yeah.
And the easy
And there's so
road-
many people that are looking for just where's the best deal,
Yeah.
when that just totally counteracts the whole thinking about how you're spending your money.
It
Yeah.
is, and it's like there's a lot of if you think of more about how you spend it, where it goes, who it's going to, and how they're using it to grow their dreams and impact the community. But if you meet small business owners, you know their impact in the community. Like they are workers and want to see the community that they operate in an incredible community.
Right.
And local has to be creative with their marketing.
Yeah.
They really do. They have to be creative either with referrals or marketing because they have to beat out those.
And I always tell people, just share your story.
Yeah.
Share your story.
Yeah.
If people know you, they'll support you.
So are you only supporting people then like in southeastern Wisconsin, or do you go outside of that?
Yeah, we're covering more of the Midwest right now. We've got great emphasis in Wisconsin. We originated in southeast Wisconsin. We used to do local magazines and stuff like that for outreach, but now we're covering the entire state. We're expanding quite a bit in the northern half of Wisconsin, smaller communities where small businesses need more exposure and differentiator. And it's like, how can we help you? We're trying to find ways to cut costs and offer what we can for no cost and resources and just connect with people. But it's like we're all over the state of Wisconsin, growing into Illinois, and expanding. And I'm excited that hopefully this year will bring a lot of expansion.
Nice.
With it, so.
Wow, you guys sound like you're like ready to take on the whole U.S.
we're getting pretty close.
Oh.
It's there's a lot of things in place, and it takes time to build your business. Even what we've been doing and kind of putting things together to go. It starts with story, but how do we build out infrastructure to really add additional value? And then we're really focused on the technology side. So it's that your story plus tech and using technology to reach more people. Our directory is thinklocal.io, which is the directory. And we tell people, go claim your listing, build it out. There's an incredible amount that you can do totally free. Any business, just claim it or set it up and build it out, put specials on there, job posts, anything you need to get the word out. And that's all no cost.
That's fabulous.
Yeah, and that's great for SEO, you guys, by the way.
Huge for
Backlinks to your site.
Right.
Well, it's great to have you today.
Before we dip off, if you have one tip that you could give to somebody to change their small business today.
Oh, loaded question.
Question. What would it be? It could be all about something that they could do with you. What is going to be the most helpful?
People need to be able to put themselves out there. So what I would do is I would grab a phone and I would record your personal pitch to say, I'm Ben Palmer. My business is helping people share their story. Just do something for your business that allows people to know what you do. A lot of times people are afraid to put themselves out there, me included. It's hard to be like out there.
And it's hard to remember it when you're doing all the other things too.
Yeah. And if you can get over that fear of being and telling people who you are and what you do, it's amazing the network that will come from it.
Yeah, it is.
So
I totally
That's
agree.
a great tip.
That is a great tip.
That is fabulous.
And video. Record video
People
because
want
it's
video.
powerful.
Yeah. Video is the thing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And don't make it too long. Like 30 seconds to a minute would be perfect.
Right. Simple videos go a very long way.
Excellent.
So do you have any specials or offers or anything you want to offer our audience today?
Well, we have lots of specials ongoing. If you're connected with a chamber, we have discounts for that. We have discounts for veteran-owned businesses. We have discounts for new businesses. So if you're within 6 months old, we have 50% off all of our things. So we do a lot of on-site video projects, and that is a way for people to get video production, professional video production at great prices. If they're a new business, we do a lot of work with local nonprofits. Love helping the small nonprofits, and we have great deals for them to go, what do you need? How can we help you? Make it affordable for them.
Nice.
So
awesome.
I think that's great. We have a page on the website for you theconnectshow.com/Ben
Ben
Palmer.
Palmer.
So they can find info on how to connect with you there.
Yeah, they can all reach out to you there.
Well, thanks so much for having me.
Oh, thanks
This
for coming
is,
on.
This is great. I love what you do. Keep
Thank
it up.
you for joining us. Like, you can hang
Well,
out
we
here.
have a
just gotta
similar
turn
mission
this
as
off.
you, so
We
Yeah.
do. And
Yeah.
I think, you know me, collaboration, not competition. How
Mhm.
can small business Milwaukee work with Think Local? You know,
Mhm.
like that's
we have talked about it in the
Yeah.
past.
and I'm sure you
Yep,
have,
yep.
but yeah, I definitely
Mhm.
there's room for everyone, and you both have the mission to help another small
Mhm.
business. So I think that is so cool.
Yep.
So very cool. What a great. Oh, we have Adam said, great show today. I love the backdrop to the show. The video quality looks stellar too. Cheers to the show.
Oh,
Thank you,
very
Adam.
nice, very
See that
nice.
toasted tower? Nope. See, John
Yeah.
said it's hard. It's hard.
over
I
there.
can't do it.
It's over there.
Yeah, there you
Oh
go.
no, I was right the
Whatever.
first time. It's
You were
right there, right there.
You were So yeah, so that I don't know. I'm all about thinking local, so I love this show.
Mhm,
This is
mhm.
great.
Mhm.
Collaborate, think local. It all works together.
Yep.
It all does.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's people and their ideas.
Yes.
And they're
Yeah.
great ideas, and you're like, just keep going.
Yeah.
Just
Just
keep going. You're-
Don't give up. Don't give
Yeah.
up. Whatever you do,
Every day can
take a
be
break,
used-
but don't give up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got that thought. I'm like, if at first you don't succeed, try and try again. Keep moving forward every day.
Eventually, you'll nail it, and you'll get to where you wanted to be.
Yeah.
We want to thank all the volunteers for helping so much out today. We have people behind the scenes sending out newsletters, emails, keeping all of our stuff, writing our script over there. And join us next week for our show featuring Phil Gerbishak and Tom Ghosh. Our show next week will be all online. We have guests that are not local, but have some great things to contribute. So that's next week.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us on the show today. Help our community grow. He's switching on me.
She's like,
help our community grow by reach out. Invite a person you feel would benefit from being part of the journey. Even if you're watching this after the fact, share it, like, subscribe. This little act goes a long way and helps our community grow. And if you saw something you like, comment along with us. We want to hear all those local businesses, especially in the comments today. So we will see you next week virtually. Have a good one, everyone. Bye,
Thank
guys.
you guys.